Hello, I'm the Bowmeister, and welcome back to Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth. Got a new case, living doll, dead person. Let's go. It's from the Occult Research Club's May? I think it's May. Place Broadway. Have you heard of the Super Ultra True Puppets? We ply our trade there. Get 100 yen, 500 SP, and a stun barrier DX. Let's go. Investigation start. Detective Karemi, you have to help us. You have to help us, please. Mai, come down. I'm sure she'll help us. Tell me what's going on. What's wrong? Given that this is business from the Occult Club, I take it we've got another supernatural case on our hands? Yeah, I mean, no. Probably. I don't think this has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh, then why all the big fuss? Well, there are apparently these dolls being sold on the internet that look just like me and Mai. I think those dolls are called Super Hyper Ultra Lookalikes, or something like that. You must be referring to the Super Ultra 2 puppets. I've heard rumors about them. Alright, tell me more. These dolls, their faces, their bodies, everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate, it's creepy. And to make matters worse, they're being sold really cheap. You'd think they could go for at least a little more money in the market. And that's not really the problem here. You get that, right? But it still sucks. It makes me feel like they see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. I mean, I find it weird too that your doll costs several thousand yen more than mine, but... Wait, so you do care about the prices after... I said it's not important. Anyway, these dolls that look just like us are being bought by otaku all over the place. And when I think about what those guys are probably doing with, or to them, it just really creeps me out. You know, this reminds me of another incident. I wonder if this is connected to that. What kind of incident? There's a really dicey looking service out there that's called the Perfect Girl Project. You can use it to get a living doll made in the image of your ideal girl and live the life you've always dreamed of. But the police have been hearing about how the owners of those dolls are going missing. I was just discussing it with Detective Matayoshi. Super Ultra True Puppets and living dolls made in the images of people's dream girls? I guess they sound like they could be related, but are you sure there's really a connection? That's the tough part to prove. To make dolls that look so similar to how you two really are, it'd take having pretty specific data on your bodies. I imagine getting your hands on something like that isn't exactly easy. Actually, I have an idea how they might have managed to pull it off. There's an LDC machine in an arcade in Akihabara that I think might be suspicious. LDC? You don't mean lustful dream chicks, do you? There's certainly not one for subtlety if that's the case. No, not that. I mean Living Doll Club. That's what LDC stands for. Right, it's a machine that scans all of your body and makes a 3D printed figure of it. Our data could have somehow leaked out of that, I guess. I definitely can't deny the possibility. Then our next step is clear. We need to head straight to Akihabara and gather info on this Living Doll Club machine. That'll be your job, Yin. As for me, I'll see if I can dig up anything else regarding the Perfect Girl Project. Got the keyword Living Doll Club. And... Alright, let's go. Off we go to Akihabara! Huh? You want to talk to me? Why? What is it? Ah, Living Doll Club, is it? For a time, there was this huge ad campaign about how it used the latest in 3D tech and whatnot. There was a Living Doll Club in the arcade down the way, wasn't there? I figure if talk to that nerd. He is classified as a nerd, after all. You there! I can tell from your body language you're frustrated and unhappy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I know this is out of the blue, but I bet you're into beautiful women, aren't you? I'll have you know that I sell top-notch dolls of only the prettiest girls. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called Super Ultra True Puppets. If you want, I can let you have one for cheap. Go ahead, check this one out for yourself. Granted, this one's an ugly one that was made as an experiment, and it hasn't sold well. But you understand how real my dolls look now, right? Well, if you're interested in having one of these for yourself now, I've got something even better, but it's a top secret service. Nobody can know. Well, let me ask you, how are you doing health-wise? Well enough. Great to hear. Really, even if you weren't 100% perfect, you'd probably still be fine. I bet you're bored with how your day-to-day life is going. Wouldn't you love to just throw it all away and spend it with the girl of your dreams? Doesn't that just sound fantastic? Because with the Perfect Girl Project, I can offer you exactly that. With the Perfect Girl Project, you'd have your ideal girl recreated and sent straight to your room as a living, breathing human being. There's just one condition you have to abide by if you use this service. Just one condition: you can be free from the tedium you've lived up until now. I bet you're wondering just what that condition actually is. I understand, that's a fair question to ask. Tell you what, I'll let you in on that condition free of charge. The one condition is that once your dream girl has been sent to your room, you can never leave it for the rest of your life. Simple, right? Oh, you don't have to worry about survival. The girls take care of that for you. So what do you think? Not a bad deal, right? That's okay. Take all the time you need to think. Once you know you want one, just get in touch and I'll make it happen. Right now, I think I'll just go check out the LDC machine at the arcade. Oh, hey. How's your investigation into the LDC machine coming along? Ah, so you're just about to get started on it. Huh? You encountered a suspicious man out by the LDC machine? That's good timing, because I'm detecting a faint digital noise signature close to where you're standing. You better take a close look at that arcade machine. I bet you'll find some clues about how these super ultra true puppets are being made. As usual, this case is starting to take some weird turns, so be ready for anything in there. Looks like I cannot jump into the LDC unit. Let's jump away. Another new to us digital space, because there is a box. SP Capsule B. Do I have anybody? I don't think I have anybody. Oh, I do. Excuse me. There is like nothing in here. So let's just go. I guess maybe I have been in here. I just never opened that particular treasure chest. That's weird. I could have sworn I've been there before. Maybe I have it, it's just adding more trust. Got an intelligence boost. Excuse me. Anamon gets a level up out of the deal. He's level 38. Nice. Alright. No. I don't want to fight him just yet. We'll get this treasure chest, then fight him. I take people's data, make dolls from it. Lots and lots of dolls, that steals souls, then people become dolls. The dolls are lifelike, the people are deathlike. Huh? Who? What are you? Any interference must be punished. Any interference must be punished. Taking on Infirmon starts out with Spider Shooter. Love Serenade. One fun thing about Infernmon is that he is a neutral type, which means while our attacks aren't effective as effective to him, he also doesn't resist them. In fact, out of anybody, Wilbur might do the best, just because light to dark. A level up for Wilbur. Gilmon got 2 levels, gets Sonic Void 2. Vidermon gets Chain Plus, and Growlmon gets Comet Hammer 2. There's something on the ground. Got mysterious URL. Did you just come out of the LDC machine? You're not with the cops or something, are you? Are you? I'm a cyber sleuth. Oh. I didn't realize that was who I was hitting up. I must not be on top of things like I used to be. Well, I've made a good amount of money as it is. Maybe it's time to call it good enough for now. Don't bother trying to come after me. If there's one thing I'm still good at, it's running away. See you! Back to the office. So the perpetrators behind this case are probably that salesman you met and a Digimon working together. It's unfortunate he got away, but won't live. As we suspect, those two probably used that LDC unit to gather up the girl's data, then used it to make Super Ultra True puppets. Does that mean you guys checked into the LDC unit in Akaiba? That probably means you have a good idea of who's behind our dolls then, right? Don't get too excited. We didn't arrest the guy, but we've got him cornered. I doubt he'll try to pull something like this again anytime soon. But the question still remains as to what's become of the Perfect Girl project now. At the very least, we know each doll's looks are derived from a real person. The doll's realism is then used to help sway potential candidates to join the project. But what is the Perfect Girl project even really about in the first place? I think Detective Kiremi mentioned that people who are a part of it have been disappearing, right? Indeed, Yin actually picked up some rather useful information about what's required of anybody who does join the project. What is it? Anyone who has their dream girl sent to the room can never leave it, ever. I'm sure I don't need to explain why that's probably a bad deal. Oh, what's this? My, it's a URL left at the scene of the crime. This might come in handy. Yin, I want you to go to that URL and check it out. But don't worry about going too deep inside. We don't know what you'll find in there. It's very possible we could be dealing with something extremely dark and sinister. Dark and sinister? We're talking as grim as the stuff you look at for fun in your club. Maybe even more so. Hi, Sims. Whatever's on the other side, it's not going to be pretty by any means. Bye-bye. Huh? Who are you, Cyber Sleuth? Man, this place sure is getting crowded now. Is this my room? Yeah, of course it is. What's this about it being inside Eden? Ha! Stop joking around. This is clearly the real world. How can I be in cyberspace? Who are all these girls around me? They're my dream girls. My dream girls is pure, pristine dolls. Yeah, this has all been made possible thanks to the Perfect Girl project. You really know your stuff. As promised, in exchange for these dolls, I've stayed locked up inside my room. Life with these girls is the best. I couldn't be happier. They take care of everything I need. Really, I don't see any reason to ever leave this place anyway. It's perfect here. But this really is inside Eden? Cut it out already with that, man. Are you sure you're not the one who's actually dreaming right now? Ha! Alright then. So that URL led you to one of the victims of the Perfect Girl project. Victim? What do you mean? Remember, to join the project, you have to stay holed up inside your room for the rest of your life. But in reality, he was lured into Eden, now he's living with those girls there while he's actually unconscious. But then that means... Right, the so-called life he's leading with those girls in cyberspace is just one big lie. The whole thing's just a sad scam. Anyone who falls prey to it is unwittingly imprisoning themselves for life inside cyberspace, thinking they've never left the real world at all. That makes sense. It also makes sense if you think about the name of the company behind it. Jorogumo. Jorogumo is a mythical spider who appears as a beautiful woman to attract men to her waterfall. They'd plunge in for her and die at her hands. Oh, I knew if there was anyone here who'd know about this, it would be you, Mai. You really know your occult history. Which also makes sense because Infernmon is spider-like. Okay, so I get all that, but why go to the trouble of locking victims up in their room and then imprisoning them in cyberspace? Somebody stuck inside Eden thinking they're still in the real world and don't log out, then all that's left inside the locked rooms are living bodies, which could be used for any number of things. Like what? According to police investigations, the victims' bodies are carried off by a third party and taken overseas to foreign countries. What? Why would anyone do that? A lot of the applicants are young and healthy. There are who knows how many people around the globe who'd want some fresh bodies. That's so horrible. We don't know for sure that it's anything along those lines. It's just a theory right now. Just thinking about it gives me real goosebumps. Anyway. About that guy your assistant met a little while ago, what do you think has happened to him? It's hard to know for certain. On the one hand, his body might already be lost forever. But on the other hand, we might still have a shot at saving him. Might as well see if we can still call out to him. But we should be prepared for the worst. What's this? Please, you need to log out. Is this another one of that kid's pranks? How many times do I have to tell you, buddy? I'm in the real world. I couldn't log out even if I wanted to. Must be pretty clueless if you think this could possibly be inside of Eden. Well, couldn't hurt to try. I mean, there's no way it'll work. That's not how it works in the real world. I mean, come on. Huh? What am I seeing here? I don't get it. Error. Nowhere to log out. And that's the end of the case. Thanks so much for watching. Next time we'll turn this in and see if there are any new cases or story events to take care of here in the office. And until then, I am the Ballmeister, and as always, I have been obediently yours.